We are live, guys.
Hi. I'm gonna stop putting it in a bun. If I leave it wild, did it look now it's a rainbow? Hi, everyone.
Oh, man.
I had a plan in my head of how I wanted to attack this show. How are you, Katrina?
I'm good. I mean, consider it. It's been an odd day. It really has been, but
Tell me about it. So, the last time we left y'all with Bow Wow is not training. He's still not.
Right to it.
I think they did the 50. I keep saying 50.
Rory.
Hi, Rory. Rory's one of the people that be like, hey, when are you guys going live? Rory's one of the people that wait for you to go live. And I apologize to you, Rory. I'm in the midst of having a rough hair day. Just gonna leave it on top of my head. Mine's using a ponytail. But we had the 50 greatest superstars, who on top is Trish Stratus. And then ever since then, we have a new champion, Bianca Belair. 2 new champions because
Hey, Kiki.
Hi, Kiki. I look like I am in jail.
Oh, man.
I'm in Facebook jail and I look the part. Today was a fun day. Annie, we left y'all with we have a new champion. WrestleMania happened. Then they released everybody. And what else happened recently that we're gonna tackle? Because we're gonna tackle all of that.
I guess we can. You know what? It doesn't even matter which one, because
racism and wrestling's over. We can start there. One American princess saved it. Listen. Let's start with American princess, because she is. We're gonna get into that. I didn't get into that. We're gonna start with the American princess that ended racism in wrestling, according to Cody Rhodes and his wife Brandy, who said that promo was what did she say?
It was a part of history, I believe. That's what she said.
It was a history-making promo. Now, I don't want to get into the promo because we all did that. What I do want to get into is they don't have any black friends to tell them don't do this. There's no black person backstage that's saying, hey, shut up. There's no one backstage that's letting them know that this is not what you need to do as a person. And then, remember, Cody told us he sees no color.
I truly hate when people say stuff like they don't see color, because last I checked, it's not like when I go outside or in the mirror or take a picture that the brown skin that I have magically erases because people don't see the color. You're not going to do those shenanigans. We're just not.
Want to get technical, they just started being able to advance cameras recently where that you can take a picture of a brown skin or a dark skin person and it'll actually look good. Because cameras wasn't made for black people. Fun fact. Go ahead. I'm full of that.
I mean, I feel like, I think I told a lot of people how I felt. Like, I think my biggest issue with that whole promo was the fact that people were hyping that up. And there were it was like a couple of black people that was hyping it up, but for the most part,
what's the same black people that we need Charlotte because she's blonde?
Yeah. The people who were hyping the promo up looked a certain way, and this is not to be funny. It's just you guys know what I'm saying. Like, it's like you can just tell who is the people who was like, oh my god, it was such a heartfelt promo, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what does this have to do with the feud? Like, I was like, if you're gonna do a promo about being a proud American, which I guess you can do if you want to hold that's the hill you want to die on, considering. But if that's the hill you want to die on, fine, do that. But to sit there and do the whole white American black, why was that necessary? What does that have to do with you? The baby's not here. That's like me randomly telling some random person, like, I'm arguing, but during this argument, let me throw out the fact that I have 3 beautiful black children. Okay, but why am I bringing it up at this moment? What does that have to do with anything? I was really like, what is happening? And the fact that people was like, it was such a heartfelt promo. What exactly was heartfelt? And then I think the whole American dream thing kind of pissed me off too, because it's like, I'm sorry, my dream, at least the goals I want to obtain before the Lord, the universe decide, Katrina, it's your time. It is certainly not me having mixed babies. I'm sorry. That ain't the goal dream for me. That's not the dream. I'm like, oh my God, I was born to have some mixed babies and everything is right with the world. Like, no. And that really irritated me. Like, what do you mean the American dream? And I get the whole dream thing with their family, and I guess, but no. I was very upset by that. And I was just like, so this is what we doing, Cody. This is what we doing. And y'all like just people, oh my God, it was so heartfelt. It was so amazing. And I'm like, let's not lie like that. Let's not do that. No, it wasn't.
So, he's patterning his career after his father, who was the American dream. And at the time when his father was American dream, it didn't include black people. The American dream don't include black people. Black people wasn't allowed to dream in America for a very long time. So I don't know where you're going with this, Cody. Maybe you should. Yes, they are. And it keeps me from over-talking Katrina. It keeps me from over-talking Katrina. If you see me eating food, it's sometimes I want the person to get their shit out because I'm like, wait a second. The American dream isn't one of a beautiful black, beautiful white American princess. American princesses are normally not black. There's no such thing as an American princess.
I mean,
when we had a black first lady, they called her all types of monkeys and ghetto.
That tan suit that Obama wore was such a scandal because the man wore tan. That was such a thing. But I guess the American dream, those mixed babies, I'm guessing. I don't know. I was so irritated by that. And I'm like, sometimes I appreciate Cody's in-ring ability, but sometimes he just does things and it just irritates me. And I'm like, if I was trying to root for you, well, no, I'm not. Like, that is literally, every time he opens his mouth, that's literally what I feel once he starts. I'm just like, you know what, Cody, you didn't want my support. It's fine.
The promo was heartfelt because in his heart, he believed that I should be cutting this promo because I'm tired of seeing this. What are you tired of seeing, Cody? Because here's the thing, Cody repped at Atlanta, but he's in Marietta, Georgia. And do y'all know about Marietta, Georgia?
I mean, I do. I do.
Google Marietta, Georgia. I changed shirts because I was like, I'm showing too much skin. Now I feel like I got a cover on. Oh, it's been a day. Nothing go right today. So I don't want to spend too much time on Cody or how Brandy tried to attack people who said this promo's not good. She tried to call people stupid and say they don't have education, then tried to rewrite and comment and say, I'm very educated.
Oh, I saw that.
If you are educated, then you would have been smart enough to know that it is dumb as fuck that your husband said that. And if you were an educated black woman, you would know how dumb as fuck that sounds of your husband. But again, this is more of, Brandy's not really black. You wasn't raised that way. We get it. You get it. I mean, I say she's not really black. You weren't. Black is just not your life. You middle class black who were furthest from the culture and everything that we are as black people. So right? Exactly. Stand by your man. Go listen to
see, that's the thing, because I feel like I understand the whole.
Let me add this. Because, he's, again, patterning his career after his daddy who stole everything from black men. Go ahead, Katrina.
I guess I get trying to stick up for the person you're with. But see, this is an extent, like, I understand this is some things you say in private, blah, blah, blah. My thing is, you're not going to be having me look stupid by defending you. I'm a firm believer. If like now you got me looking stupid too, I'm gonna have to say something. I'm personally gonna have to say something. I cannot like let it fly that you sound this ridiculous in public. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. And then like I might say something in private, like, no, you didn't. You wasn't in private when you said the shenanigans. You know, with the utmost confidence. So I can't sit here like I don't know. I feel like there's a limit for me to stand by the person I'm with. Like you sound this ridiculous.
Someone's just doing the most as wrestling fans on Twitter, I'm definitely gonna be like, yo, shut the fuck up. He's amazing. Don't talk to my husband about that. That's my husband. Blah, blah. But I'm not gonna be like, this promo's going down in history because you said you're gonna have a beautiful, beautiful Black American princess. And again, it shows Cody's ignorance because Cody does not understand the one drop rule. The one drop rule is you have one drop of Black in you. You are not a beautiful white. Period. But let's move on from that. I'm going to save Booker for later in the show. Because that's probably where we're going to end. We have two new champions. We have Bianca Belair. We are rooting for her. We love her.
Yes.
As you know, I've been down.
What up, Tyler?
Tyler, since you met me, I have been like for Bianca Belair.
Yeah, same. She's amazing.
So we have that, and then we have Rhea Ripley, who I don't hate anymore.
I mean, I actually really did like Rhea Ripley. I'm not really sure as far as what they're going to do with her storylines because I don't feel like there's enough of women for them to do feuds with. I feel like the feuds are always like between the same people.
Well, we have Eva Marie now.
What the? Yes, this what we do. This what we do on a Tuesday.
We get it.
Hey! Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Sigan.
So we're gonna just she's there. Yeah, they don't have a lot of women there to feud with. So I'm curious as far as what they're gonna do with her next feud since Asuka had a couple of rematches and she lost them, and people are tired of seeing Charlotte. So
I'm not gonna stop them from putting Charlotte there though.
So I'm just curious as far as who is it, but I'm okay with the new champions. I'm good with it. I feel like some people said that Bayley's match was better than hers with Sasha. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Like Bayley, I will give Bayley her credit. She's definitely been like working hard to like help the other women on the roster. Like
yeah,
she definitely has, and she's the MVP for that. But I don't know if I would necessarily say it was better than Sasha. I feel like the emotional part was what also made the whole WrestleMania match a thing. It was like, this is like a hit. Unlike Cody's promo, this was actually a moment in history. Like it was like super dope and everything. So
beautiful Black American princesses at WrestleMania,
Yeah, she'll get there. I think the NXT, the NXT vibe is so different from the other rosters. Like, there's certain things you kind of get away with on NXT that when you get to the other rosters, it's not necessary. It doesn't hit the same. And while it works for me,
I had to realize that Rhea was fast tracked. Rhea was fast. Eva is not gonna impress you in any match. She's not gonna impress you on the mic. She's gonna wear some beautiful clothes, and that is it. Katrina gonna hate me, but now I feel like I'm swimming in this shirt, and I'm gonna change. It's bad. It's the second shirt. I'm gonna run and be quick. Talk about Eva Marie.
Yeah. So the answer that of Trey, let's not do this. Now let's say maybe Eva Marie did get better. Maybe she trained better. I don't know. Let's just not ignore the fact that the last time we've seen her, she was trash. And now that it's just she wasn't good. She was really pretty, and I know wrestling fans like to give passes to women when they're pretty in the face and all that. But Eva Marie, really, I'm hoping. I know she was training with that Parker guy that's supposed to be like the new Brock Lesnar. So I'm hoping she learned something. I'm hoping she learned. Because we can't. I can't have y'all bring her back and then we're getting the same we're getting the same shit we got from her before when she was all read everything and wasting my screen time. I don't like my time being wasted when we're on the screen. So let's hope. Let's hope that she's learned something and that her being brought back is not like a waste of time and shenanigans and all that stuff. Yeah, Rory. The thing is, WWE has issues with things that they do, and it irks me sometimes. But I do appreciate the fact that we do have a lot of minority.
I'm probably gonna change again because I put on another sleeveless shirt. But I heard
do appreciate that we have different
I'm so happy
types
that
of
you was nice to Eva because I know you could care less.
No, I don't care. I don't. I didn't like her before. I say she's pretty and all, but her wrestling sucked. Her promos sucked. And I'm hoping that when she came, she just started doing that like pictures and stuff with Parker, that like Brett Lesnar #2 dude. I'm hoping she learned something because I cannot like.
They put her with Parker.
Yeah, Parker. I know she was doing. That's how I knew she was gonna come back because once I started seeing him post pictures of her, I was like, okay, she'll be back. So I wasn't surprised that she came back
a while ago. She was just in training.
I just don't like that. I'm just hoping this time she actually worked. Like I'm hoping she took a page out of Trish Stratus' book with reference to not being that bad before, when Trish was literally there for like boobs and face. Like you can tell she at least learned something in the ring. So I'm hoping she learned something. I'm hoping.
I'm just trying to not get the sun in your faces. Works? Okay. No, because now I'm not in the center. I'm having a rough time today, guys. How are you guys? Anyhow.
I mean, she could have been training, but let's not. That doesn't mean she learned anything. Like some people
but she was training with Brian Kendrick before she was let go.
And yeah, like I said, I'm hoping she learned something. I just can't.
She didn't learn anything. She literally didn't learn anything.
I can't.
She didn't learn anything.
Hello, Wilkins. So like. Well,
it's literally the sun beaming into.
Yeah, same. The sun right now is OD.
What's your name, Sir Wilkins P? Do you have another page? Oh, you're on YouTube. Hi, Wilkins. Eva Marie didn't learn anything. Eva Marie is the same. Eva Marie came back.
That's right. You typed that comment with the utmost confidence, huh? With she gonna be at a top notch with Charlotte. Okay. All right.
And here's why I'm clapping it. Because I'm letting y'all talk. Here's why I'm clapping it. You still have Dana Brooke. You still have Mandy Rose. You still have Carmella's, but it's still Carmella. Y'all clapping for Tamina because she's been there for a time, but Tamina is not a good wrestler. You still have all of these people who've shown and proved that they're not good wrestlers, but they're pretty faces in their Vince projects. And y'all gonna say she better be top notch? There is not top notch girls on the roster outside the main core that we all hope for. Like I don't understand. You have some with potential, but a lot of the ones we see every week are not the ones that are top notch. Period. I want to mention Eva Marie because I just wanted to let y'all know y'all gonna be too busy hating Eva Marie. And guess what? That's going to give them more of a reason to push her. So, instead of sitting there hating her, like the people you like. But I say that to jump into this because it was you fired Mickie James, but you brought back Eva Marie.
I think people forget that's not how it works.
Has been mid for 10 of those 11 years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I get the whole big deal. You was in the company for 11 years and you never had any type of title. That's kind of insane.
No, it's not. You know why?
Well, I don't know. I feel like we've seen really shitty wrestlers have titles.
Tamina does not have the look that Vince is looking for. Tamina's always injured. She's only cleared when it's time for a multi-woman match. She is always cleared when it's time for a multi-woman match. Then all of a sudden, Tamina could get a clearance, right? On top of the fact that she's just like really huge. Now, I'm not small, but Tamina's mobility is impacted by her weight. or not even her weight, just the heaviness of her body. And it's not saying, oh, she's fat because her body's heavy. Because you can be big and you can be dainty on your feet. I only think she's still there because Vince covered for her daddy.
we don't. There'll be a whole rant I will not get into about that whole thing with her father. So we're gonna just not.
So
that's a
why
whole
I
rant for
think
me.
she's still there. I think Vince was like, you know, I loved your dad.
I mean, I get it.
It
seemed like the fans really wanted her to get the title. Like they seemed like they were like legit feeling it. But my thing is, I do agree that her mobility in the ring is not good. Like, you know, Samoa Joe had like weight to him, and
her weight. It's probably because of her injuries. But you lighten up, you make all of that kind of easier on your body. She looks like she has a hard time moving sometimes. She works better as I don't think he was there. I don't think Kyle was there that time that we shut everybody up on Ember Moon.
Yeah, I don't recall. I don't remember him being. I feel like I would have remembered that. I don't remember. I'm usually good without.
It's crazy because I do it every 6 months, so he should be aware.
I mean, yeah. Like I get the whole her having something, because we've seen worse people have belts and they probably did not deserve it. That's like a whole nother rant I'm not going to get to either. But I would say that with regards to the way if you're always injury prone, you can't get mad at somebody if they're always injury prone. Because would I put money behind somebody who's going to keep getting injured? No. If this is like the NBA, if this is the NFL, think about the time when that contract time comes. Are you really willing to risk all of that? If the person's not superb, if that person is not so gifted that the injury can be pushed aside because they're not gifted, nobody's going out hard for injured people.
Injury reserved, then I'm going to jail. I'm in jail now. I'm literally going through all my jail fashions. I had a really big pocket skirt. I have a white beater on. I had a cut t-shirt on before we went live. Just going through all my jail fashion. I'm literally in Facebook jail. But yeah, and I don't. No, that's why I strike it. I don't think it's her weight. I literally think it's her injuries, but her weight kind of fucking factors into that. Because listen, we know that a lot of these men are broken, but they'll get in a ring and it doesn't even look like they're fucking hurt.
Yeah, like Samoa Joe is always injury prone, which is when people kept saying when people kept saying that, I was like, y'all really thought he was gonna wrestle? He is always injured. Every time he's about to get a push, he's injured again. Now, did I think they should have kept him a commentary? Yeah, I actually liked him a commentary, but he moved very well in the ring. He moved very well in the ring.
He wanted to be there? No, he didn't.
Probably not, but he's also injured. So people was complaining. I was like, I'm gonna ignore the fact that every time he was about to get a push, he got injured, and he was gone for much at a time. Once again, if I was Vince McMahon, I'm not putting money behind somebody that I can't put you in the long-term story because you might get hurt between in a week or so.
Literally.
I'm not, no. And I think people are like, that's not blind fandom, but it's like you don't want to look at other things because you're a fan. And I'm like, I get it, but like, no, let's not.
Don't look at other things because you're dumb. That's literally what that is. You're stupid. I'm tired of fans being stupid on the internet. And with that said, let's get into Mickie because I have a lot on Mickie. Mickie James was released from the WWE. WWE is a vanity company. Mickie James is getting older. They have nothing for her. They barely had anything before for her when she came. She was plugged into a role that means you're just going to be here to like make all of the younger talent look good.
Yeah.
That's Mickie's role. You could have gave her a belt. Yeah, but that's not what they wanted to do. She's a legend. Yeah, but that's not what they wanted to do. So they probably wanted to transfer her into either an agent role, a producer role, or even a trainer role because they do not have anything for Mickie James. I don't know because I'm not going to listen to Mickie James complain about it. But that's probably what their intentions was. She probably denied it. Same with Joe. They wanted to transfer him to commentary to cut down some of his money. You're getting paid as an active competitor and you are on commentary. we need to rework your contract. I'm good. And guess what? They were released. Want to be mad that your fave's released? Sure. To be outraged that Mickie James is released? No, because now she could go be with her husband on NWA, where she probably really wants to be.
I think my biggest issue with that whole thing was okay, I do understand, okay, I might be a little annoyed if my things came back in the garbage bag, but then you think of all the other places of employment where you may not ever get your stuff back if you left it there. Like, your stuff might get thrown right in the trash. It might never get to you, or whatever the case may be. So I think my issue is when she did all that complaining, and then like a week later, she was just like, well, I didn't mean to make it a big deal. I was like, but you did, because you literally wrote several posts about it. So clearly it was a big deal to you. Don't wait till now that people is doing all these pieces. You got all these other divas and wrestlers complaining. Now it's, I didn't want it to be a big deal. I'm like, but ma'am, you legit complained about it for about a week. Like, just like, it made me feel away. And then I'm like, so you weren't even the only one.
Like I was garbage. Bitch, that's your second garbage bag. That's your second garbage bag. You was released before when you was fucking John Cena and they fired you because John was like, my wife found out. You was released worse before. You got 2 garbage bags. You posted on the internet because you wanted some fucking one. Like, oh no, how dare they? A garbage bag? You should treat your talent better. Bitch, everybody got garbage bags. People got the wrong shit. They said, yo, get her shit. They put it in a garbage bag, put her name on it, took it to the corporate office, and corporate mailed it to her address. The fuck do you want them to do? The fuck do you want them to close it up nicely, tie it, dry clean it, put it in a satin bag with a lovely letter saying, thank you for your contributions, Mickie James, we love you. Bitch, no, you got your shit. They could have threw that shit away. Or they could have sent it to somebody else. But you cried on the internet. The internet cried, oh, no, that is just messed up how to treat talent. They've been treating talent like this. And then you have freaking, what is her name? Maria whatever face. I got 2 of them. Shut up, bitch, because you was hired to a contract where you sent your husband to rehab and got pregnant twice and did nothing the whole entire time where they was ready to push both of y'all.
Listen, she did the most as well. And you know what I can't stand? I get you might feel a way about employer. There's an old ex-employer of mine that every time he's even mentioned, I feel rage when I hear think about him, because he was an asshole. He really was. However, with that being said, I am not going to wait until somebody else talk about this employer. Let me not make it about me. Oh, so you know what happened to me like some years ago, and now let me start making this about me. I just felt, like I said, I understand, like, I don't think anybody wants, but it's still the way. And then I think none of the people was assuming. I was like, y'all think Vince McMahon took time out of his day to be like, oh, this is Mickie James stuff.
Put her things in a garbage bag.
I was like, if y'all don't, like, Vince McMahon might be an asshole. We all know he's done asshole things. We know this. But if y'all think he took the time out of his day to worry about Mickie James things only, stop. And that annoyed me. I was like, y'all really sitting here acting like Vince McMahon took time out of his day to be like, you know what, Mickie, here's your shit in some garbage bags. And I'm like, y'all really sitting here defending this, like, y'all writing think pieces, there's essays, y'all doing whole podcast episodes about one of many who's gotten their stuff sent to them. When anybody else in a regular job, you better hope you get your shit back. Like, realistically, you better hope you get your things back if you left something at the job. It happens all the time. And I don't know it is very rare if an employer is treating their ex-employee with like gold after they fire them. Like, and of course, again, nobody wants to lose a job, and I totally understand that part. Okay, maybe that might miss your day. Totally understand that. But also, like, the level of extra that she did, and then to say it wasn't a big deal, but you made it a big deal. Like, that's all I kept seeing for a week. Like, everybody, oh my God, Mickie James. And I'm just like, so we're going to ignore all the other people that probably got treated a lot worse. Like, come on, stop. Like, this is the hill you want to stand on.
You was thrown on the tracks by James Storm and TNA. Like, you treat it like garbage? They called you Piggy James the last time. They released you. You, like literally. I don't understand why in this day and age in wrestling, any fan is really pissed off that a wrestler is getting released. There are so many other places. I was like, please release stuff for a very long time before I see fucking Cody and him act like jackasses on TV. I was like, ew, I don't want him there.
You
like,
Sagan, listen.
Sagan, no. None of them had a company job, They're probably fucking working at the Wawa. Like, oh, how dare you?
But even so, you work at like a fast food place that's still like some kind of franchise, and you're probably not getting crap back. Like, let's call a spade a spade. You're
I
not
don't think you can leave your shit at McDonald's, B.
Just. And they
got
got fired, but I mean, we all knew that if they're not the first, I think the only reason why they got fired was, let's be real, is because it was a big deal made out of it, considering they already done this before.
Listen,
They've done it to mad people.
Figure out how to get rid of Mark Carrano, because at the end of the day, Mark Carrano didn't even put the shit in the bag himself. He sent someone to do it. That's literally that. Like, I lost so much shit that I have at jobs, like favorite sweaters, beautiful fucking pins, bomb ass folders that I made people buy for me. Like, I hate. And then it's like, yo,
oh, now wait, I gotta bring this up. That irritated me because
no. Let's save Otis because that's quick. Let's save Otis. Let's get through Mickey first.
I got a whole rant on that one because I was irritated by that too.
Mickey. Listen, we said Mickey deserved to be treated better. She deserved more than what they give her. The last show that Katrina and I did. We said it. We say it all the time. But, like, at this day and age, I really don't want them to bring back Trish. I don't want them to bring back Mickey. I don't want them to bring back Victoria or Lita or so on and so forth. No. Do something with the bitches y'all got on the roster. No offense for calling people bitches. I love all them bitches. But do something with the woman that y'all had there. Don't bring back these fucking old generations for nothing. Like, y'all want to bring them back? Do another Evolution pay-per-view. Oh, what's the reason? You have the evolution of women's
wrestling.
I
know. I agree that we can see them in moderation. They don't need to be full-time. No.
They don't need to be full-time at all whatsoever. No. Not at all. Right? That's one. Two, Mickey did that solely for attention. Because she's seen how fake outrage people were that she was fired. So she milked every drop of it. Like, oh, they just treated me like garbage. No, the fuck they didn't. You got paid. None of y'all out there fighting for y'all money like wrestlers used to have it. Y'all got guarantees. You're getting paid. You're actually saving your body for when you want to go and do other shit, other places now that you're released. A release is not like a fucking kick. And then on top of it, right? You're doing all of this. And the moment they say, hey, we want to put you in the Hall of Fame, your ass is running. So what's the purpose of doing this if you will come back with your arms fucking wide open?
That is true.
Every one of these wrestlers that get released and think they're gonna go on the fucking CM Punk I Hate WWE fucking podcast. Shut the fuck up.
See, that is always my thing.
Now here's where we get to stupid ass fucking Tucky. Nobody cared.
That's true.
You were separated from Otis because nobody gave a fuck about you in a tag team.
Definitely didn't. He was a member that I mean, I didn't care much about Otis either, but if I had to pick between the two,
I didn't give a fuck about none of them.
Otis was a lot more entertaining than Tucker was. And anytime Tucker was out solo, I was agitated. Tucker. Didn't care.
Tucker.
People was sitting here complaining. I'm like, y'all didn't give a shit about Tucker for the last 6 months. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Give her. WWE ain't treating nobody right. Why would you go there? Like, y'all go there. And but I'm going back to WWE. As soon as you come, you fucking hopping out of the cake. You know what you're doing now.
Don't do that. See, Trey, why we gotta do this?
No, we were robbed of fucking minutes watching Tucker complain about it, and stupid ass Chris Jericho say, "Whenever you're ready, shut the fuck up, Chris Jericho, because your dumbass is gonna go back."
Okay, you know what killed me? The best part of the Tucker thing is when he posted the picture of him playing golf with the cigar, and he was like unbothered. I was like, the first thing of unbothered means you should say nothing. I thought that's what you put in picture saying
unbothered is? Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe did none of that whole shit since he's been released. You know why? Because Samoa Joe ain't no hoe. Let's get to Chelsea Green. Bitch, you was injured a lot too. We don't know you. You Zack Ryder's girl.
He does love the mess, and he's like, listen, yeah, like if I feel like if anybody has seen me in anybody's shows with I collabed and stuff, I will always tell you that one of my biggest gripes with AEW is the fact that as soon as an old WWE employee leave, the first part of their script is always, and I'm like, can y'all please do something different? Can we please? Can we please?
Champagne bath last week.
Like
we didn't talk about it. We didn't talk about the champagne bath. Ooh, I don't give a fuck. So does Gable. I don't give a fucking. So does Stan. Well, not collegiate. He had high school, but like no one gives a fuck. Tucker.
No, nobody cared about Tucker. I was like, y'all gotta chill. Y'all did not care. Y'all were just only complaining because it was WWE, not because y'all really cared.
Like Chelsea Green was complaining. Man, you was injured every single chance they tried. They called you up. You was injured. They draft you. You was injured. Ma'am, you can't stay healthy for fucking nothing. Then when you get released, you fucking take a photo or edit that a fan made and then didn't credit them and then just
that one. That's the one. That's the one. That was the one. I was like, man, so you did all this about people having integrity, and then you really did the most about somebody. You took somebody else's design and then you literally tried to make like it wasn't a big deal. Like, oh, you know, I credit my artists. Or I was like, you definitely didn't. Like, he put the whole message up there. You definitely blocked him.
She just said why she did it. Like, all right, girl, get on with your fucking life. We don't care about you. Go play with Zack Ryder's toys. While he complains that WWE did nothing to him, but they kept him gainfully employed for years and allowed him to be a fucking adult man that's collecting and buying expensive toys. Who else was fired? Yeah, kindness. They wasn't hoes about it, but the fans was hoes about them, acting like, why did you release them? You could have did so much more. First of all, I don't know. Y'all gonna hate me. They weren't good in the ring.
Oh, I always said that. I'm sorry.
They had a character.
I always said that. People like, oh, in Australia. Are we in Australia right now? No.
They weren't not good in the ring.
They were not good in the ring.
Billie Kay was not going to be your WWE Women's Raw Champion.
Do I think Billie Kay had more character than Peyton Royce? Yes, I did. She was more entertaining to watch.
But when she talked, she was annoying. Sorry.
But everybody kept telling me they were good in the ring. I was like,
annoying cadence in your voice.
Oh, we already know. That's like I said, you can like what you like. I don't really care. My issue is always the extra. I don't like blind fandom for anything. Like, don't be a blind fan. I hate that. It's like that means you will never listen to anything that's actual legit because you don't want it. Like, and I can't deal with that. Like, I don't allow stuff like that from people that I gave birth to, so I'm not allowing that from grown ass people. I'm sorry. Like, if we're gonna have a discussion or a debate, that is fine. But if it's like, oh, but everything we do is stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Shut your mouth.
Stop it. It just, and that is always my issue with them. And then those be the ones that be feeling the need to like write me DMs. And I'm like, that's where you're like, it is never that deep. Don't DM me. I don't care.
I have black people. I don't even look at it anymore.
I don't care about your thesis. I don't care about your college essay.
I have black people as soon as they say, hey, beautiful. Get the fuck out of my
Okay, so yes, I don't think the Iconics was good in the ring. I always said that. And I'm like Billy was the more entertaining one. But as far as them being like amazing, the way people was going hard, stop. Just stop. Just stop. No, they weren't. They weren't. And, you know, it's just like, again, fake outrage. Fake outrage. Because that's what that was.
Whoever else was released, we don't care. That's literally that. We don't care. You know what? When you get released from WWE, you know what you can do? Take that newfound notoriety you have from working in WWE Go make bank on the fucking indies. Go rape Tony Khan's pockets, or whoever the fuck is in charge of Impact. Go make your money, make a name, and then make WWE come back and be like, hey, we're bad. You want a championship? But first you gotta, have 3 black men as your sisters like we did with Bobby. Oh, WWE treated me bad. Look how they fucking treated their current champions.
Thank you, Rory.
Now, where was we gonna go after this? Booker T. You want to start, Kat?
See, I try to get Booker. I try.
Don't try.
I'd be trying to maybe it'll be that one time he'll do something that won't irritate my soul, and then he always does, and he always does.
They're not gonna relax, Kiki. They're not.
I've been trying so hard, just maybe this be that one time Booker T goes say something that makes some sense, and then he no, he just every time. So my issue with Booker T was he did all that yin yang about Bianca and Naomi, just the disrespect, because he was disrespectful. And then now you're talking about, but I was hurt. So so it's okay.
We're not talking about the AEW comment. He's stupid. We're
talking
about
the lane of things he did for a week with shenanigans.
Because it's a whole week of Booker. We had a week of Booker. Carry on.
I'm like, what? What are we doing? So I be wanting to try to get Booker T, because where he came up in wrestling. But then, he always just makes it so hard because I'm like, you just gotta be that black. You gotta be that black person. You're that black person. You're the black person that would And I hate to make a reference like this, but if somebody was trying to escape, he'll be the one to tell. That's literally the vibe I get from Booker T a lot of the time.
Samuel Jackson and Jenga?
Yeah, you'll be the one that'll tell the people trying to go to freedom. And I hate making that reference.
Nope, make it.
But literally, that's the vibe I get from him sometimes. And I hate that. I wish he could do better, but
So I was called all types of names by a low-rent wrestler on Booker T last week.
Wait, who? Oh, that that person.
A low-rent wrestler who
man,
nobody knows. And then Stan told me chill on that, but fuck that nigga.
Oh, that situation.
Told me I'm on coattails. Then when I looked, he had less than 300 people follow him on Twitter. Oh, buddy. Oh, pal. Anyhow, Booker T said that the Triple H segment in 2001, 2002, wasn't about race. So I guess they're still trying to tell us it was about WCW. I guess WCW was nappy-headed.
I'm guessing so.
I guess Triple H wants WCW to dance for him.
Same, Kiki. Same. I did. And I'd be trying, but he'd just be saying the most ridiculous, the most asinine things. And I'd just be like, why, Booker T? Why?
Let's start with the fact that, because, fans will be like, well, Booker don't care, then why do we care? And I heard that a lot, and I clapped a lot of people about that, right? We care because we're Black. And there's people like him who set us back and every stride that we try to take forward. And we are not just, Black. We're Black wrestling fans. Right? Yep. So anytime we say something is Black, Black. Every time we say something is racist, there's a group of fans that tell us that we're making everything about race. We're overreacting. We're this, we're that, we're this, right? So when you come out and say something that 100,000 trillion% is racist and built to be that way for heat, then you come out and you say that that's not racist, then that kind of justifies all the white people that told us we were making a big deal out of it for years. right? So now,
yes.
this argument that we've been having with white fans saying, no, that's fucked up, that's racist, you just come and validate them. Now you hear fans, if he don't care, why do we care? Because he's at a point where he don't even have to fucking bullshit us anymore. You as a black man, we root for you as a black man, and then on top of it, you turn around and say, oh, that wasn't racist. You don't have to do that anymore. You're a 2-time Hall of Famer. You was having a fucking, blah, I can't talk. You're having a freaking biography on A&E. And regardless of how wrestling fans look at it, the A&E show biography is fucking acclaimed. And they gave you one. And if you didn't want to get too deep into it or do all that extra shit, what you really had to say was it was a different time period. And we would respect it. But to say it wasn't to not fuck up your bag when you are a 2-time Hall of Famer, they can't fuck your bag up anymore. When if they try to fuck your bag up after that, all you have to do is go to Twitter and it will be shut the fuck down.
That's true.
It's not the same time and age that it was then. Cause you go your ass on fucking Twitter and your podcast and say fucking Naomi needs to shut up about deserving better when she ain't even talking about it.
Who? That he said that shit. I'm like, she wasn't even the one who said it. It was fans.
So then it goes back to, why do you care? I don't know about anybody else, but I know a fuck ton about black wrestlers. I know that black wrestlers had to fucking always be a savage in the beginning. I know that they tried to fucking kill Viral Small in his sleep, shooting him because he won a match. I know that they were getting in the back of cars to get from town to town. They couldn't ride with white people. They couldn't be seen wrestling white people. I know that KKK sat front row at fucking shows. Front row at fucking shows. The KKK told Sweet Daddy Siki that he couldn't touch Buddy Rogers or they were gonna fucking kill him. For this man to sit there and say this promo isn't racist when you know damn well it fucking was. When you sat there in the same documentary and talk about the fucking racism and fucking Global Wrestling Federation, where the commentary was racist and all that hot shit, and turn around and say, oh, it wasn't racist. Yes, the fuck it was. It was the same type of fucking racist that the commentary on GWF was. Coming from a white man and his white friends with racist ass Ric Flair standing behind him laughing. So for someone to say, why do you fucking care? It just shows that, one, I don't want to say what Joe Biden said on Charlamagne's podcast, but one, you're not black. Right? Right? Joe Biden said it. You don't vote for him, you're not black, right?
Yeah.
Like it just shows the ignorance of black people when they come out their face to fucking protect this shit. It is 100% to be down for Booker T. Be down for Booker T. That's fucking Booker T. Be down for Booker T. But if you can't clap your favorites when they're doing something crazy, then what the fuck are you? You're just as bad.
Yep.
Booker T is looking like fucking Booker T is looking like Tony Atlas. Mr. America said, oh, if you're looking for racism, you got to look somewhere else. There's no racism in wrestling. And he said that in front of Tony fucking Long. And you know who the fuck corrected it on him? Bill Watts said, yes, there is. I seen it.
I mean, you can still, it's like, even with sometimes with some of the gimmicks we see in wrestling, that is clearly meant to play off of like a racist.
Sasha's ratchet.
I heard about Bianca too. Because Bianca does this and she has the long braid and she wears the big earring. And this was something I had to get into an argument with somebody said that nonsense last year, and I was like, first of all, let's not do that. let's not do that. Like, don't do that. And it's like we're not gonna act like some people gimmicks aren't based off of a racist stereotype. We're not gonna act like, you know, you go to certain wrestling shows and you see it from fans too. Or again, like you mentioned about the history behind a lot of black wrestlers back in, which I mean, I knew
more
that.
into histories because I did this on Backstage, bro. You had a wrestler called Burrhead Jones. Do you know what a cocklebur is? Let me Google cocklebur so I can give you the exact description. But a cocklebur, I believe, I don't know if it's a plant or an insect. It might be a bug, which makes it even worse. So, don't fail me now, Google. We still do with it.
Yep.
Okay, so cocklebur is a plant. Let me find the picture of this plant. Just show me the picture. No. Okay, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a cocklebur looks like. You see that? A cocklebur is a plant. They called him Burrhead Jones because his hair looked like a cocklebur. There was a wrestler, and I talked about it in Black Wrestling History. There was a wrestler who told people he was Spanish because he wanted to get bookings. It was afraid when they found out he was black.
Yep. So, just
those wrestlers went through hell and high water so Booker T can be a fucking 6-time champion.
Yep.
And the simple fact where he is at a point where he can say whatever the fuck he wants because he is a Hall of Famer 2 times over, and he's still toting his flag, saying no, it wasn't racist. Hey, Randy. It's like, it's full of shit. Booker T's full of fucking shit. And at this point, anybody who's supporting that opinion and why do we care, you look stupid. Well, if he don't care, why do you care? Because I'm fucking black. That's why I care. Because I'm black and I'm a wrestling fan and I'm in the wrestling groups. Well, these motherfuckers, every time some racist shit happens, tells me, oh, it's not that serious.
You know, that's that whole like we're being the black women are being too angry and we just want to cause issues, and it's like, oh no, we just know that that's not what it is. That's what it is, and we're gonna say something.
If you want to be mad and remind people of that every day of your life, then you take your time. I'm just gonna love Booker for who he is. I think that's what Yarly said to me. I don't remember, and I'm naming names. I'm not gonna fucking sit there and fucking try to. No. I think that's what Yarly said to me, and I think that's full of shit that you think that way. I think that anybody can voice their gripes and opinions. And if you feel like you shouldn't care, then more power to you. But don't sit there and try to chastise anybody for giving a fuck about how a black man is disowning racist shit to black people to try to fucking gaslight us. I'm sorry. Fuck out of here.
You're right.
Now, anything to add? Because I really don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck.
No, I feel like you covered it all. That's always my thing. No, that's usually why when I see things, I usually say something, because it's like, it's not like I just want to be mad, but you can't ignore it either and act like it's not still a thing. And I think I've said this before when we did this during February. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like my life is super hard and like everything is racist every day, because that's a lie. Does that not change the like passive aggressive racism or the microaggressions that happen, or the fact that I literally was saying this to you with regards to people taking things that black people do and stealing it and shit like that? This happens, like stuff like that, or you can do something better than somebody.
When I did Black Wrestling History, I seen other groups do Black Wrestling History, and I was like, whoa, been doing this for 7 years. We're now doing Black Wrestling History, so all our Black History Month posts is Black Wrestling History. Baby, I'm in this form every fucking time. Like, it's not vintage. This is every time I get on the show. It's really ridiculous. It's crap, and I don't want to say it's crabs in a barrel, because that's in regards to people taking shit, but in regards to why do we care? We black, bitch. You should care more. Now, if you want to be ignorant to the past, then that's it. You want to know why we care? Go fucking research black people. I did a fucking very good job of trying to fucking just get a snapshot of a lot of the bullshit that happened. All those black women wrestlers that, you know, I talked about last year, I talked about in 2020, and now everybody's bringing up into, you know, hey, look, it was black women doing shit in 2021. Remember when I was talking about in 2020, and now everybody's talking about it in 2021? A lot of those black women, they were fucking raped and fucked by Billy Wolf, then sent home, just like Georgia Brown was with Moolah.
I mean, yeah, that Shantice is always. I always told her. Anytime I saw it, was like, I appreciate that you take time and effort to do something that people could try to Google, but you know, they look at that black
real shit. A lot of this shit you ain't gonna find on Google. A lot of shit you're gonna have to fucking search for certain shits. I mean, yo, like on some real shit, just people just don't fucking know, and they want to be ignorant, and that's the fucked up part. Because people like, oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, don't talk like wrestling fans know everything. As a wrestling fan, you should fucking search a lot of shit, especially if you want to fucking do a show about it. You should know as much as you want to, so you don't come off on your show sounding ignorant to certain people. Now, I don't know if you give a fuck if you sound ignorant to certain people. I know I sound ignorant a lot, and I know sometimes I don't give a fuck. But you should know as much as you know, so you don't go up. You don't have a fucking whole 3 podcast series complaining about people receiving their shit from their job in a garbage bag, regardless of how you fucking slice it. WWE is a corporate operation.
Yep.
That black being scared to voice their opinion shit at this point in this day and age should be over. And the fact that you have this black man at a big age. How old is Booker T? I believe Booker's in his 50s. He had a big age of probably like 52. I'm going to Google it too. I pulled up my iPad. This black man at his big age is a fucking afraid to say, nah, that was racist. I didn't like it, but I had to do what I had to do my job.
Yeah, which would have been a better response, and it wasn't racist at all. Like, you people, sometimes you got to bite the bullet. And that's something we could have, you know, we would have understood. Like, you know, gotta do what you gotta do to get. And
man at the big age of 50 fucking 6. Now, here's the thing. I'm not gonna clap him because when he was born, it was a different time period, and he had to fucking mum's the word. He had to shut the fuck up. He lived through a lot of fucking shit that people shouldn't have seen or lived through. But if you know you can get on and use your platform to fucking talk about Sasha Banks and fucking Naomi, you can use your platform to talk about the fucked up shit you've been through. Look at Teddy Long. Teddy Long been calling the fucking racist shit out in the business. They just brought that nigga back the other day.
Yeah, he was. He was.
So if you would think that you have to disown and say, man, it wasn't racist. Shut the fuck it was. Shut up. You want to also talk about some shit? Your first championship is one you won it during a lawsuit, a racism lawsuit in WCW. Maybe that's why you ignore racism in wrestling. Oh, I'm sorry. The racism that you benefited from in wrestling.
Listen, I feel like he's at that age where he's like, I don't think he's going to get better. I mean, I would be nice if he can.
Fuck if he does.
But you just want people who, like, if you're having other black people come into wrestling and they're trying to get their foot in the door and they don't know any better, you need to put yourself in a position that it's like you are able to speak out, because then they kind of have somebody, even if they don't know you personally, but if you're somebody like Booker T speaking out on it, well, oh, you got us. Like, that's like the vibe I would get if I'm like, oh, well, you this person who's been through it and had to work or had to grind, I had to deal with some really shitty things. Well, you understand, and maybe that would help a person. I don't like blatant, like
people who been there long enough. They can open the floodgates to stop a lot of the fuck shit that the black wrestlers have to go through just to fucking win a belt.
Honestly, I'm surprised they gave Bianca the belt as quick as they did. Honestly.
Well, here's the thing.
Without it becoming like where they did, you know how they did the most with the gimmick, or they had
kind
to
of set it up where they didn't have any other way to go. They kind of set up where they didn't have any other way to go. Sasha's leaving to go film fucking Star Wars. You gave her this win. Now you kind of have to do it with her because fans is gonna fucking be tight if you don't. So I'm happy she has a championship. Hopefully she gets a decent run. Hopefully it's not a lackluster run, because that is another show we can talk about. It's how every time we get a black champion, they give us some bullshit ass, dumbass run. The only one who had a run where you can look at it and be like, man, I remember every feud is The Rock. And that's the one that everybody argues about. Because you know he transcends race.
Yeah, he is definitely the one everybody argues about.
And it's his stupid fault. Fucking doing fucking performances at award show with Samoan people. He comes soon as we talk about The Rock. Samoan people and fucking stomp the yards.
And he just said this part too, so that's funny.
soon as we start talking about The Rock. No, because it's like the only black person that had a memorable. That's why Stan. If you listen to Stan talk about Kofi winning a title, he talks about it like fuck Kofi, and it's not Kofi's fault. It's because they didn't do shit with him. They gave him Randy Orton, who's fucking a nap every time you put him in a feud. Listen, I never seen Randy work a good feud with a black person. But that nigga want to say nigga and call Soulja Boy a deadbeat dad when he don't have no fucking kids.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I can't with the people who think it is okay to say the N-word. I told you I don't like the word.
The only black champions they give decent runs to is the half breeds. That's a conversation.
Trying to think who else. So what? Because but I feel like The Rock's the only one.
Sasha, they gave Sasha a good feud. Back and forth with Charlotte.
Yeah, I feel like with Sasha, it was to the point, except for when she lost to Bianca. Anytime she actually had a title defense, she never held it long. She would lose the belt right. Like as soon as she had her first title defense, she would lose the belt.
But you remember,
let her do that.
Feuds, the 5 days she was a champion because it was Charlotte.
I feel like that last time she went against Bayley before they set up the whole story with her and Bianca, it was the first time she had a title defense.
With Carmella.
That he actually didn't lose it right away, because every time Sasha ever had the belt, they will make her lose it right away, and I'm like, well, damn, like give her some time at least, you know, like
listen,
give her some time.
Then I'm flipping out ideas. We're gonna have a fucking because who he was talking about this earlier. They also say black people can't talk. They're not good on the mic.
But Cody Rhodes is, huh? He about to get me upset. But Cody Rhodes is.
Cody Rhodes doesn't see color. And he's about to give birth to a beautiful white, a beautiful black American princess. Cody is in Aliva's own. I feel it's boring because all he did was fight fucking Drew.
I mean, like I said,
I want to see where this Kofi thing is going. I'm happy he got the belt. I love Bobby. But where's Brock?
Oh, no, I don't. But I don't like Bobby Lashley. However, I was actually very happy that he did get the belt for reasons. You know,
what the fuck was Drew's ring?
However, and then they broke up freaking the Hurt Business, and that kind of annoyed me. And I feel like the best part, honestly, of the Hurt Business was like Bobby Lashley was good as far as being dominant, but MVP was the person, you know, that made me want to watch them because his mouth, you know, the way he can talk, you know, promo and stuff. It's just mouth? Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I thought to change it the way I just said. I felt like that could be taken the wrong way. But I'm like, MVP, you know, can work, you know, with a mic, and I appreciate it. Always like you kind of annoy me right now, but I hear you. I want to watch. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what they do, if they're gonna have it be like they're gonna really do something serious with this Kofi thing, and they're gonna drag it out for some time and really build the story, or they're just
use it as, you know, a way to get Drew back in with a match with Bobby. It's May. WrestleMania was a month ago. Give us other shit.
Yeah, all lives matter.
All lives matters to triple.
Listen, people said that he can do a promo, and that's nonsense. Like, don't get me started. Actually, and I'm probably going to get people who's going to disagree with me, but even that's Dusty's promo, that whole that
Dusty
promo
was whack on the mic.
That whole promo that y'all people swore was, and I heard that, like, I really listened to it, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here! Y'all really told me this is one of the best promos in wrestling. It was.
You know,
and then
people
was like, oh, it was because of the hard working man. I'm like,
probably stole it from a black person, like he did everything else.
So I'm like, so we're gonna ignore the fact that most wrestling fans, we're gonna sit here and act like the wrestling fans, like the majority of wrestling fans, was the man working, like the hard working labor man. I was like, we're not gonna act like what wrestling did. There's a reason why there's the stigma for wrestling fans, what wrestling fans fall under. So where do you think they got that stigma from? It was usually the poor, like, let's not act as like the hardworking man working at 9 to 5 watching wrestling. And I'm not saying they're not part of it, but when people was telling me that was what I was like, well, where's this group of people he's supposedly talking to?
Right.
Where?
So
Where?
This is how a lot of folklores and stuff happen in wrestling. Some people say it's really good, and then everybody just starts saying it's really good, but they never heard it.
Was not good.
Heard it,
and I was mad.
I don't get, like, everybody like, Dusty's the greatest talker in the business. I never got that. I always said, what the fuck is he saying?
So I like really listened to that promo, and I was upset. I was like, so you're gonna just lie. So if Dusty Rhodes is a good promo, then black people, I was like, if you ever just sometimes listen to black people just joke with each other, then tell me those are good ass promos. Okay, it can just be just joking. Like, don't get me upset. I just, like I said, that whole whatever the name of that fucking promo is just, there you go. Yeah, that shit was not good. I don't care what anybody says, and then people probably gonna feel away.
You know who had hard times? The black wrestlers who got their shit stolen from Dusty because Dusty was a bigger name. And then he fucking...
I just talked about this few days ago on Twitter. Literally just said, I cannot stand when people take things from people because they got
one of the hard times. The black wrestlers who's saying, hey, this shit is racist. And then you have people like Dusty saying, hey, shut up. It ain't racist. You want a belt. One of the hard times.
Okay, let's give me a break. Okay, or any other like person of like that's not white that you put them in these stereotypical roles because you think that's what the culture is. Like, oh, they're Mexican, so they must be a luchador. They must be a luchador because they're Mexican. Okay, like, or they're Asian, so they must not speak English well because it's like those shenanigans. Like, come on, and I just feel like that promo is completely overrated. I don't know why people told me it was good, but I really listened to it and I was like, so I was supposed to be moved by this. This didn't move me. I wasn't moved like, oh my God, I want you to do. No.
You know what else I heard? I heard Dusty was racist along with Ric Flair.
I mean, I heard about it. That's why I'm not one of the reasons why I'm not a Ric Flair fan personally, but.
So that's why Cody don't see Cutter?
I've heard definitely about the Ric Flair.
And Brandy, dumbass, I'm the first black person in the Rhodes family. Yeah, because the rest of them are fucking racist, dumbass. Imagine though, that because you have somebody of a different race, you married somebody that's not your race in your ethnicity, and you're sitting here like that is a milestone. Like, I'm like, okay, and sis, and is that this is what black people are aspiring to be? Like, oh my God, I got white people in my family now. We did married to white folk. That's what we're doing now. That's what the dream is. I just, When I tell you, I think Brandy Rhodes is an idiot. I pray the baby makes her smarter.
I don't know.
And it's like, I don't want to just flat out call people idiots, but then every time she speaks, it's just, wow. You are just so out of loop with everything that's going on. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I would stand to be that good as a wrestler where I can just be out of fucking touch with everything. Just be out of fucking touch with everything.
And my issue with her too is that after she says something that's really ignorant and then she victimizes herself and be like,
yeah.
And I'm like,
when George
so do I agree
when
that
George Floyd got shot, she was talking about how people are so mean to her because she's black.
That wasn't the time to make it about herself, though.
It's always about Brandy.
Like,
Randy's world.
I feel like every black person felt the way, I would hope, about that whole situation with George Floyd and his, untimely and tragic death. Why would this be like, oh, but people are mean to me? Like, okay, and so are like, all right. Do I think social media makes people sometimes a little too bold? Of course I do, because people get real bold behind the keyboard or behind their phone and feel like they can say something they wouldn't say to people's faces. Totally get that. But then it's also like when you do go online and say something really ignorant, that also puts you in a place for somebody to respond to you.
I posted a picture of me in a wrestling shirt and someone called me a nigga monkey. So you don't have to say anything.
Oh my God.
But when you go online, everybody just so mean to me because I'm black. I just calling for it. It's like when Lana was crying, talking about it, and I try so hard and everybody hates me. Okay, so why are you worried about it? You making money. I'm just so depressed. My husband's at another company. I sad, but you can turn off the internet. You can log out of Twitter.
I feel like with that mentioning him being in another company, like I'm sure y'all discussed it when he wanted to leave, that he was going to, like, I'm sure there was a discussion. It's not like he was just like, oh, surprise, Lana. Here you see me now on my AEW debut, and you just was unaware that I was leaving. I feel like that has nothing to do. Listen, New Jack was a whole different level. Like, oh shit. So, I just he was a whole different level, and he was very honest about that. He really was. Like, he knew how he was as a person, and he just embodied that. And with like, it might be like, okay, you're doing the most, homie, but also like, I respect that you were so honest about who you were as a person. Like, you knew who you were as a person. He definitely did not give no shits.
Honestly, it's fucking crazy. Because I'm
college degrees. Like, I got college degrees too. That has nothing to do with the conversation right now, though.
I'm like still on a Booker T promo shit because it's like Ahmed Johnson said, yo, this shit is racist, and they just made him seem like some crazy nigga in wrestling. He's crazy. He was not good. Mind you, he was the first Intercontinental champion, and Vince was about to put the rocket on him, but people told him, hey, Vince is never going to put the rocket on a black man in the company, i.e. Shawn Michaels definitely told him that. I believe it 100%. And made him fucking just start fucking trying to fucking protect his fucking self as being a black man in this white sport we know is really fucking sticking up with him. I'm just mad. I'm just like, I hate that shit. I hate that that's Booker T. I hate that I fucking loved Booker T for so long. It was so mad. Thing didn't come to fucking WWF because of Booker T. Only from black. Man, that's not racist. That's last season.
No, this season we got Nick Gage.
When I tell you that made me so mad.
Yeah, I reviewed it. So I watched it and I was very irritated that I sat and wasted an hour watching that. I was even more irritated that somebody felt the need to give him an episode. I was just like, so what's happening here? Like, this is what Darksided, and I can give me one.
That's the thing, right? They need an episode that's going to be a palate cleanser in between something really rough and the rough shit that they have coming up. So they started with Pillman, the double episode. And now it's like, okay, we need something that's going to make people laugh. Let's get this stupid nigga.
I mean, I guess. I don't know why we got that, but here we are.
We always got to have one. Last one was New Jack. Last one, listen. We love New Jack for what he is, but that motherfucker is crazy. Rest in peace, New Jack.
And yeah, he was very honest about his craziness too. Like, he was like, yeah.
So was Nick Gage.
I think my biggest issue with the Nick Gage episode was the fact that he kept, like, after he did some really fucked up shit, he kept telling people fuck. I'm like, dude, so are you not understanding why you got kicked out of people's houses? We're gonna just ignore why you.
When they showed a picture of him and a girlfriend before the drugs, I was like, and him and his girlfriend sound the same. they're like, yeah, because I hit him with the tube. She was like, and then I was crying. And I was like, oh, man, I can't watch this. I was just like, who's talking? If I wasn't watching, I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know people are fans of him and all, but no, I didn't think that deserved the Dark Side of the Ring episode. And I get like, okay, yeah, he did drugs.
They could have gave us David Arquette.
He robbed the bank, and
they could have took that episode and did David Arquette, because his documentary is fucking amazing. I watched that right after that dumbass episode because it made me mad that he did that to David Arquette. Then it made me mad. It made me mad how wrestling thing.
I was like, David Arquette gave you one rule. All he said was he knew he was gonna lose. He knew he was gonna get fucked up, but don't cut his face. And he was just like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna cut his face anyway. And then you had the audacity to talk about, well, fuck it. I'm like, dude, he asked you to do one thing, even though he knew you were gonna kick his ass. Was that really that hard?
Wrestling fans are stupid. You watch that David Arquette documentary, it's like, yeah, fuck David Arquette. He was WCW champion. Yeah, because he was the fucking booker.
And I'm just like, oh my god, like, dude, why do you keep telling F you the people that are help? Like, I don't.
Because drugs are the fucking worst. Literally what it is. Just, I don't even know what to talk about no more because I think we ran through everything so quickly. Oh, I can leave you guys with a hot take. Oh, I don't. Ooh. Before I get to that hot take, they gave Macho Man a biography. I keep saying biography. I don't know why I can't talk today. They gave Macho Man a biography. Started off very interesting, even though they had Hulk Hogan there from the beginning. Why the fuck? And I didn't go to Twitter jail that night. I went to Twitter jail the night that he was there on Booker T's. Hulk Hogan was there the entire time. You know, they still did a decent job up until, you know, the relationship with Liz. Then you get, like, I think his name was Dan Ford, and I think that's the MK guy, but it was Dan something. And he started, as you can see, I'm telling you guys the story with my eyes closed because you will see the rage in my eyes if I open them. They started saying, oh, it was real weird how he would treat Elizabeth in the ring. It was very demanding. Bitch is a character. It's a character. Then it was like he was real overprotective over Liv. Bitch is the wrestling business. Y'all fucking eat people alive. Clearly, because look at Liv. I mean, Liz. Look at her. Look at Elizabeth. Where is she now? Why is she there? He was protecting her from that. Then, trucking along. Oh, he was so overprotective of Liv. Me and my wife was hiding her out, says Hulk Hogan. No, y'all was drugging her to fuck up. Probably trying to fuck her. Who knows? It's a reason he hated you from fucking high heavens. Then they talk about how Liz started dating Luger. What the fuck does this have to do with Macho Man?
Nothing.
Then they go and find
once she left him, it had no longer. Once she left, it had nothing else to do with him. There was no need to mention her.
If you want to mention how they put them back together in WCW, yeah. But once he did, that was done. It's no reason to bring her up anymore. But let's get back to that because they definitely get back to that. Then they found Gorgeous George, and Gorgeous George was a little hot bitch that Randy was fucking in 2000s. She was fucking everything before Randy got her. So he said, yeah, I'm going to watch you. Is that a lot? Yeah, but he's on drugs too. And what does drugs make you do? Be paranoid. If you want to tell the story of Macho Man being on drugs and being paranoid, that's one thing. Don't tell the story of Macho Man being on drugs and being weird with women when he was weird with everyone. Paranoid about losing his spot. He was paranoid about growing old. He was paranoid about losing his hair. That was Macho Man. Macho Man was on 50 when everyone else was on 5. So they tell a story about Gorgeous George. Then they get back to Liz and Luger, who are now just doing drugs, and Liv died. Or Liz died. Right? I'm going to say Elizabeth because I keep calling her Liv. Elizabeth dies. Elizabeth dies. Why do we know her death? Why do we have to hear that in a Macho Man biography?
Considering they kind of covered it a bit on his Dark Side of the Ring. There was no need to
They did a Dark Side of the Ring of Elizabeth.
Yeah, and them. Yep. There was no need to do it on the A&D.
I'm not gonna be mad at that because that was what was it? A Match Made in Heaven.
Yeah, that makes sense, but not to put it on
their story.
Not
if y'all wanted to talk about Elizabeth's death, give her a fucking biography. Or give Luger a biography so he could talk about Liz's death. And then they have fucking Lex Luger as a talking head and fucking Macho didn't give a fuck about them. It's like, damn, that's fucked up. Dang. That's it. You don't need to fucking put the fucking Ania's music on like Macho fucking killed her or some shit. Like Macho fucking got the drugs to Luger and said, yeah, this is especially for Elizabeth.
They definitely did change the music. They definitely did.
So please stop doing that. I can't get too mad at that, but please stop doing that. What I want to end with tonight is I seen a post that said what China did for women's wrestling and da 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 da. Right? No, what happened? Something went off. China didn't do shit for women's wrestling. Stop saying it. Women's wrestling, women versus women, China didn't give a fuck about that. She fucked up all the women's matches she had purposely because she felt she shouldn't have been there. You want to give China her flowers? What she did for women in wrestling.
That's important. Those words.
Women in wrestling, she broke down fucking barriers. Women's wrestling, she fucking balked at it. She didn't give a fuck about it. She thought it was beneath her. So stop trying to be like when we did that fucking 50 greatest women wrestlers in WWE, I looked at this like China shouldn't be on this list. But if you're gonna put her here, I don't mind her being at the top. But we gotta fucking stop that narrative of China did so much for women's wrestling. No, the fuck she didn't. She hated that she had to fucking face that. She felt that was punishment for Stephanie fucking her man. So what did she do for women's wrestling? Exactly. That's not a woman's title. It's woman in wrestling.
That's true. That's true. I mean, we're because if we're talking about women's wrestling, then it's women like going.
She thought that them bitches was nothing compared to her. That's what they put her there, and they use that as an excuse to fire her because she didn't want to do business with the woman. She felt she needed this much money, and she was just a woman wrestler. So, stop. Oh, what China did for women's wrestling was nothing. She did nothing for women's wrestling. China did nothing for women's wrestling. What China did for women in wrestling, a lot. She showed that you can be more than arm candy at a time where all it was tits and flat asses. It wasn't
I'm sorry.
When you can see the entire thong.
No, you're right.
Going around to the front, you don't have an ass. And they used to fucking hike them up so far up.
Yeah, you're right though. But when you said it, I just thought about some of the women from back then, and that's literally
they will fucking listen. I love Asuka, but she has that fucking thong on the outside, and it just exposes her life. You're not supposed to see the crotch of the thong from the back.
See, you just had to bring up Beth Phoenix. You are.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
Ooh, that's the Beth Phoenix is
not everything y'all make Beth Phoenix seem to be.
She really isn't. She isn't. I've always said that.
Beth Phoenix was there. She was big. They put her in a Rumble.
Yeah, and people keep as if China was in the Rumble, so that doesn't mean anything.
The highlight of Beth Phoenix's career was being fucking Santino's girlfriend. But those are not the women that y'all be like, oh, you just got that because you was fucking on edge. Y'all still fucking clap at Nikki Bella.
I mean, Bruce, people do apparently. Every time I see in this unfortunate wrestling groups that I'm in, and they'll post a picture, and then it's always like somebody showing like shorts, and then they be like, "Ooh, the ass," and I'm like, "Where?
I seen someone.
Where?
I seen someone say that ass about Charlotte. And I'm not even lying to you. I wish I still had the Bible app on my iPad to put my hand on it, B.
Yo, oh man. No, you listen. If you go wear one, shit. Even I don't even have like a really big, and even I put one on. You're not gonna see.
You are literally only supposed to see the coochie part and the part that comes above your butt. You are not supposed to see any other part.
No, oh man.
You see it go around. You should wear one.
Oh man, yeah. But yes, I mean, some of y'all definitely do, because I've seen it in all the wrestling groups I'm in. They put these pictures up, and then I'm like, where is I supposed to be looking at? Oh, where? If they got, so do I. Like that's literally every time I see, I'm just like, y'all gonna stop the line.
Mandy Rose is ass fishing, y'all. She got a nice butt, but she fucking poses mad hard in her photos, and then when you fucking see her on wrestling, it's straight. First of all, now we're not gonna do that to Tori. Tori needs to be justice for real, Tori, because they put Tori Wilson in the Hall of Fame, and fucking DX Tori got fucking beat up by X-Pac every night of the fucking month.
That is true.
She was kissing Kane's mask.
I should not be laughing. I'm sorry. Just listen, y'all just talk to your fellow men in the groups, because they really be with the shenanigans, and I see it like every day, and I'm like, y'all really need to stop. Y'all have to stop. When somebody tried to tell me Trinity didn't have one, but Alexa Bliss did, I had to remove myself.
They didn't tell me Trinity didn't have one. They told me, oh, her booty is just like big and ghetto.
But Alexa had one. I was like, okay, I just need to leave this group because y'all don't know better.
There's a difference between a nice butt and a fat ass. Like, yep. Alexa has a nice butt. She has a shapely bottom. She don't have an ass.
That is true.
If you put on clothes and you can't see it, you don't have one. If you are wearing a dress and it goes straight down, you good money. You don't got an ass. It's okay. Feel me? Like, it's simple.
I mean, I just need y'all dudes in the comments too. Like,
if your leggings stay opaque when you wear them, and they are not fucking translucent when you fucking pick something up, you don't have enough pull in it, you know?
Oh man.
Let me stand still here. Let me bend down. You fucking everything.
Yo, oh man. Listen, y'all be I can't.
Listen, that was the fucking pandemic before fucking COVID came. All y'all saying these wrestlers have asses.
Y'all definitely was, man.
Kiara Hogan has a rump, but it was bigger before she lost weight. I'm mad that she lost all that weight because her rump isn't. It was bombers. I love Tubby. But, you know, whatever makes her happy. If she's happy at that way, you know, rock on. She still got it, but you know, her shit was. If I wasn't in Facebook jail, I'll show y'all. But follow my Twitter because at least I could talk there. I can't even say that because I might get in trouble, so forget it. I'll DM you the funny joke.
Oh man, I'm just saying, some of y'all really be with the shenanigans, but
all the time.
Just with the shenanigans, y'all be lying. I'm like, I gotta stop. Just be honest. It's fine.
It's funny because before the show, I had like mad shit I wanted to yell at y'all about, but I can't remember it. It was like fucking. I woke up an hour before I had to get up. Not even an hour, nigga. 5 minutes before we were supposed to start. So shit.
Listen, shit happens, man. It happens.
Bianca. Now she got a fucking. She got a low key ass. Loki. She's borderline ass butt.
Oh man! And then you said that, and I literally just pictured like if you have like that diagonal line when you're trying to go half.
Ass, his butt, his ass. Beyonce's like right here.
Oh man!
Like some days it's an ass, some days it's a butt. You know?
Oh my god!
Listen,
oh god.
And it be men who fucking look at asses all day that don't know what asses look like, and it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing with yourselves?
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I just like, you know what, I can't, because y'all be lying. Y'all really be lying. And I'm just like, and some of them also know the difference between somebody who have hips and thighs.
I don't have hips. I have hip dips. Last year.
You know, wait, yes, you can have hips and still not have an ass. You just
Right?
have hips. It is very possible to have hips.
Last year I lost weight, and I gained it all back because of COVID. But I had no ass and no hips last year. I had a little booty, but I had nothing. But soon as fucking me and Stay was like, hey, you want to do pizza time every time you come up here? Sure. We just like shit, and then my legs and butt and everything came back. But it's okay. Asses are mysteries sometimes. And plus, everybody don't need an ass.
That is true.
It's okay to have a butt, B. Yeah, Faye Jackson got a dump butt too.
She does. She does. She definitely does. Yo. Yo, Kiki, stop. Yo, stop. I can't. Yeah. I mean, you're right. Then I keep pitching scenarios when I read these comments. I gotta stop.
You gotta lift and spread.
You just go to scoop.
You gotta like lift and spread sometimes, because sometimes the scoop isn't enough. Sometimes you gotta like push it, like get out of the way.
Yo, I can't.
Trust me.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. I
think we covered everything from between the last time we talked and this time. It's a lot of other stupid shit happening, but you know, nothing major. It's wrestling. Stupid shit happens every day. Watch me get off and fucking Manfred comes back. I'm an ass master. Okay, Billy Gunn.
Yeah, I can't. Oh man.
We get off and Tessa comes back wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt or something.
You know, see, you just mentioned that. And that was another thing that got me mad with that fucking Cody promo, was the one white dude. They just happened to find the one white dude that was standing with the Black Lives Matter. I was like, stop.
I honestly believe Cody said, all right, my cousin's here today. He got this shirt on.
My cousin. I was so mad. I was like, so we're just going to act like
Uncle Fred's son is here, so Uncle Fred's son's going to be in Section 8 row B, please. Get up.
I was like, so y'all found the one white dude. It wasn't even a black person. You found the one white dude in a Black Lives Matter shirt clapping for those shenanigans. He's wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt and he don't see what was wrong with the promo.
Like, my thing is, why you gotta keep telling us your baby's biracial? Duh, nigga.
She said the shirt look okay. Y'all gotta chill.
Right? Yo, it looked like they Cody told them the promo that he was cutting, and someone said, well, we gotta print this shirt up right now. Who gotta press?
Yeah, you know those spots like in New York, you got that shirt spot that can like get your shirt done in about 20 minutes.
Listen, I used to go to Fordham all the time to get shirts pressed, B. Now
this is a right away, really.
Now I have Jerome, who I call up and say, hey Jerome, I need a shirt, and he'll mail it to me. I
just felt like it was just like the fact that promo already irritated me, but then you see the one white dude with the Black Lives Matter clapping hard. I was like, stop it.
Listen, it didn't go over my head how fast that gif came out of that fucking guy next to the fucking Nation kid. Trust me, AEW does shit to make fucking memes and gifs, and then when they don't, they take it off the internet.
or ask copyright strike people because they feel away.
Listen, I had to fucking explain that Botchamania been around since 2008 because it was like, what, do they start to do this? No, they've been watching everybody.
You know how many times WWE has made it on there?
Triple A has made it on there. Yo, WWE tried to get Botchamania out of here so fucking bad that they tried to do a botch club show where they showed their own botches so you don't go watch Botchamania because they're giving you the botches they want you to see.
Yeah, like they just put anybody on there. Like they don't care, which is what they're supposed to do. If it's a botch, it's a botch. Equal opportunity, but people. Yeah,
I don't want to yell. I don't want to yell at AEW with Kiki in the comments. We do that enough. Speaking of Kiki, we're gonna do another show soon. I just gotta get my hair done because I can't do this anymore. I don't know why. I forget that summertime my hair says nope.
Nah, today was kind of warm, and I think that's what it was.
Humid. And it was like I laid it down. I was like, all right, cool, that looks cute. I went to put a shirt on, and it was like, how so fast?
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be.
I said that's a no. I said I'm coming on now. It's no need for that. I hate living in New York. When I listen back to shows that I did, you just hear that I live in New York.
Yeah, those motorcycles get real buck when it's that time.
I don't know what else to say. Do you have anything else? I think we touched everything.
I mean, I guess.
Trey, stop trying to flirt with Katrina under the guise of doing shows with her. You're not slick. Yay! I should get a laptop, but never do.
But no, I feel like we covered everything we wanted to cover. I don't kind of think there was any other shenanigans that happened, but I don't think so.
There was, but it's nothing to really mention. We talked about Chelsea being a doofus. Yeah, nothing new unless you want to laugh at Natalia again. She ain't do nothing, but ever since she made that post about not being $1, she's just a joke.
Well, congrats.
Mm-hmm.
That's that face.
Listen, I'm not gonna expose myself like. Nah, fuck that. I have whole married niggas on my roster whose wife was having babies. Listen,
dudes don't be caring because I've had those people try to talk to me with girlfriends and wives too, and I'm like,
I
will just send your message to your wife.
Home wrecking for years.
Yeah.
Just because I was bored.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, right, me and my nigga broke up, but I didn't want to leave him, but he was stupid. So what I'm gonna do? Wreck relationships.
I don't got time. That's too much work for me. That's too much stress. But I just usually would just forward the message.
I never kept it a secret. Oh, he married. Yeah, I know. Oh, he got a girlfriend. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't.
You said he's talking to my boyfriend. Who's your boyfriend? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would just send the message to the girlfriend like, "Well, here you go. You deal with this." Like, I don't want to get that message about coming to me woman to woman because I don't care. Like, no, don't do that. So you just let's take the middleman, me, out of this and just be like,
listen, that's why I be cutthroat in my relationship. I know the shit I done when I was single. So anyhow, I feel something. I'm like, nah, I got a feeling you doing stupid shit. I gotta go. Thank you. I want to say thank you to my boyfriend because I don't have to feel that now. Stan is just so amazing.
Listen, that's good, man. Gotta always get a person who treats you well.
Right? Stan can have anything because I don't have to deal with no bullshit with Stan. Other than us arguing about wrestling. Right?
No, listen. Thank you. Don't come to me woman to woman. Don't do that because I don't want your man. Like I don't. People annoy me, so usually they say that
come
one
to
thing.
Me woman to woman. I'm gonna tell you what your man does to me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send the message to them and be like, you handle this. Do not message me because I do not want your man. I'm not interested in your man. I don't like being irritated anyway. Like, And little things bother me. So if somebody like says something in the conversation wrong, and I'm automatically just like, we're good here. I'm like, ew, and then I'm over it. So like, we don't do that.
I once made my ex cheat on his girlfriend because she said something about me I didn't like. And then his stupid ass left his AIM logged. He like saved my password on his AIM. So I got on his AIM and wrote her and said, yeah, your nigga cheating on you.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like people enough for me to deal with most. I just can't. It's too much work.
I know me, and I know what I was doing, and I know how easy it was for me. So anytime I sent something, I'm just gonna hit the dusty trails. All right, I gotta go. I can't. You playing the games? Why you act like that? Because nigga, I know what I do.
But yes, I mean, it's always cool chatting with you on here.
And hopefully next time I'm not in Facebook jail, so we can promote it and share it better.
Yeah, I don't. The whole thing was like so odd with like when you were showing me the page thing. Like I've been like only.
So it's been like that since the last time I've been in Facebook jail.
Really?
Yeah. I thought I heard my sister screaming outside. But it's been like that since the last time I was in Facebook jail. One of these days, I'm going to give you a history of all the times I've been in Facebook jail.
Some of the reasons is really dumb, though.
It all started with me calling someone who was calling me out my name and I said he looked like a dyke. And then ever since then, Facebook's been on me.
Yeah, I had it only happen once though, and it was because I said something about, I think this guy was beating up his girlfriend, and I said, why is this like something you would share? And apparently that was like a heat, and I was like, what? Like he was literally beating his girlfriend on camera, and I was just like, why is like everybody not like reporting this or something? And apparently that was hateful. So
I said the guy that was calling Kiki all types of names need his ass beat. And I did 7 days. I'm doing 30 days now.
That guy that did the most.
I'm doing 30 days now because I took a picture of a penis that someone sent to me, and I shared it in the Jabba Tears group because the person was in that group too. And I said, I don't want to see your willies, your wonkies, your piggies, your nothings. Don't send it to me.
He probably reported that shit. Like, oh, she posted
it. Nah. Because as soon as I posted it, Facebook said, you're sending pornographic. It is blocked out in green.
Yeah, I don't understand their like. I don't understand how they work with her.
And then I made a second page, and everybody added me, and they said, "We was waiting for your stupid ass to add your friends. You're restricted." I told everybody, don't add me because they showed me all my friends and my family. Like, yeah, go ahead, prove us right.
Oh man.
So now I'm just strictly Twitter and Instagram. Follow me, Hahrts, HHARTS. I'm so happy that they're the same, so I don't have to say it twice.
Yeah, I don't know. They just do the weirdest things. It'd be and you'd be like, this is the reason, and then you see the most craziest stuff that never gets taken down. And I don't understand that.
Yo, on the same post that I went to Facebook jail for saying he needed his ass beat, the guy was like, "Cause you are a fat and lonely bitch." And I was like, that is brilliant.
I am not even laughing at what he said. I'm laughing that should have been him kicked off. But what do I know? Like, so Facebook, I don't know. Facebook is weird.
Listen, at a certain point, and every time they try to, I try to appeal, and they're like, "Nope, we said what we said."
And the thing is, they appeal to this shitty because they'll be like, "Oh, we don't have enough people." I think that's what happened to me. It was we don't have enough workers to look through your appeal. What kind of shit is this?
No, mine is like I feel the appeal is strictly automated. Like I'll send a pill, and then just like, okay, press a button, bomb. Listen, I'm not gonna talk about that no group, Kiki. You can do it on our episode. I know that they deleted a Clone Rock post, and I ain't never forgive them. But they cool sometimes, you know. Some of them is cool. I know if Segan is still here, Segan's laughing.
Yeah, he definitely was. That was a weird guy. Like he did the most that day. I was like, yo, you really.
He joined that group just to start that mess.
That is too much energy. I am not making no page for nobody. That is too much work. I'm not.
I made that second page kicking and screaming. I said, yo, if I'm in jail,
that's mad work for no reason. Nobody want to do all that.
And then people be like making other names like Larry Bobo Johnson the Fifth, and I'm like, my name is Chase. I just put my birth name instead of my mother's maiden name.
Yeah, that guy was doing the most.
I was not. And I put the same picture up, so they already knew who I was.
I mean, you changed your expression, but yeah.
Listen.
You had the bad.
The only reason I had that picture, I said, this is going to come in handy one day. I literally said that last year when I took those pictures. And I was in the middle of taking pictures, and I didn't like the way one came out like this, and it took again.
Oh, man.
So it's gonna come in handy. And I saved it, and for whatever reason, Stan likes it. I know the reason. I just can't say it online.
So tell me, I feel like I know the reason, but you know,
it's up that alley.
But yes, we have to do this again. I don't know when.
We will. I'm just not gonna do. I'm gonna wait till I get out of Facebook jail to do more.
Maybe we could do something at the end of June. I feel like you should be out by then, since it's June.
Listen. I thought I was gonna be out in May. But I thought I was gonna be out in May when they put me away in April, but here I am.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I guess if you're out, we can try something for like the end of June.
Listen, I'm just gonna use Twitter to say all my thoughts.
Yeah, Facebook is. I don't know.
I just gotta use it for the show. I can't have fun on Facebook. And I went to jail.
Well, good looks, man.
Yo, here's the thing. I don't think Wilkins found them. I think someone Wilkins found them and then he shared it. Wilkins do that sometimes. I fucks with Wilkins, B. Go ahead, do your job, B.
I mean, I'm guessing he must have posted it. Because
said, well, it's gonna be a night.
About to get those girls being harassed.
Oh,
they're about to get harassed. You know, wrestling fans are so weird and creepy, so they're going to be harassed, unfortunately.
Listen, harass the other ones in the middle, not the.
Yo, oh man!
Someone told me the other ones in the middle was fire, and I looked at their faces, and all their faces feel like they was like this. I said, "Don't fucking lie to me."
Oh man!
And those was the ones on Bobby's arm.
Well, you know, I have thoughts about that, but
his last black wife was Crystal. And how black was Crystal?
Yes, you do. I mean, we could.
Yeah, I really want to hear me on Twitter going, shut the fuck up.
I mean, we could though. It's there now. It's there. The option's there. We definitely could.
Here's the thing. People fuck with me on Twitter, but I don't think people fuck with me on Twitter heavy enough to watch it. Because we be going long as fuck.
That's true. We do. But I don't know. Maybe we'll try it out.
That's why me and Stan used to do Instagram lives. We started doing Instagram lives when we would be on UPR. And we would like try to do Instagram lives to engage in Instagram more. But people just want to see pictures. They don't give a fuck about us talking fucking 40 minutes about a match.
Yeah, Instagram is weird like that. Definitely. I had to learn that.
Oh, are you going to the Black Girl Magic Show?
I'm gonna try because it's in Jersey, so it's not too far to get to.
Yeah. I just was looking at that flyer. I'm sorry, my memory sucks. Tay, don't be mad at me. It's June, I think 20 something. It's actually coming around the corner, which is scary.
I know this
June 26.
Yeah, I probably will because I like the whole vibe that just black. I love that so much.
I can't wait till she get her shirts out.
And it doesn't seem. I feel like I've been in that area of Jersey for a wrestling show before. I'm trying to remember what show it was, but I've definitely been to that area of Jersey for a wrestling show a couple of times. So it shouldn't be that hard to get to.
Birchfield Park?
Yeah, I've been there and like a few times in 2019 to see wrestling shows there.
Remember when people used to go outside?
So I mean, it might take me some time to get to, but I think I can probably make that there because I do want to go to that and support. I mean, if it's an MSG, I do plan to be at SummerSlam.
Listen,
if it comes to any New York City arena, I will be there.
If they're gonna buy the tickets, we'll go. I don't want to pay for wrestling anymore.
Yeah, if they come to MSG or the Barclays, I will be there. Because I might.
But if not, you can fly and just go to Wilkins' party, and we'll do that. If I feel like going, I don't be liking to be around people sometimes.
No, I hear you. Sometimes I don't be bothered either. I don't want to be bothered.
Like, listen, if I don't know the people, it's like, nah, I don't want to go there. Like, the only place outside of work and shit that I will go without any issues is Stan's wrestling training. And that's because the whole entire time, everybody allows me to be an asshole for the whole 3 hours. And like to the teachers is laughing because I'm doing stuff.
Listen, man. Got it. That means they appreciate your authentic self. That's all it is.
Yes, they love me. They love me. I love them too. I was yelling at someone in church. Say, "You want a job?" I said, "Yes, I do." Thank you. Thank you. But we're gonna go. We don't want to keep y'all for like 2 hours already. We literally talked about nothing for the last hour. I was like, yeah, this is like an hour 30. Good timing.
Well, I appreciate y'all who still hung out for us after that because we definitely just rambled about some.
We talked about asses. Talked about home
we really didn't talk about that in the last like 30 minutes.
Talked about home wrecking. Jesus.
So, or actually, we probably should do one with us and Kiki.
Yeah, because we can do 3. We can do 3. We'll figure this out. We
definitely need to do that then. And
it's gonna be an hour of Kiki telling us why we should like AEW though. She's gonna tell us. I love her for it. I love her.
Thank you, Ariel, so much.
Thank you, Ariel,
coming through. Listen, we have to make this happen. See, now you got me thinking.
And listen. Once I'm out, I'm out, and don't let me have alcohol. So you don't gotta worry about anything. It's just like, but damn. I'm probably gonna go definitely because you're there. You don't live here. But if it's like, do I want to go hang out with Wilkins and them at Legends? I see them all the time. I don't, but that's my head. I speak to them. Justifies me not having to go see them.
But yeah, we definitely need to set that up then.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out.
And we'll do something like that. That'll be dope to do. All right, guys.
June 13th. I think it's June 16th I get out.
Okay, so we can definitely try for the end of June, and then we can do it with Kiki as well.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Because I told Stan I'm not trying to do any more shows in jail. It don't fucking feel right.
No, I hear you. So we're trying for the end of June. That way you should be out unless they try to be with the shenanigans again. So we don't know.
Unless they take me right back in.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We
love you all.
And rambling and random stuff because we definitely went really random this time. So random.
It's a lot.
But we appreciate you guys always for hanging out with us. And Elvis, you're like, okay, that's random. I'm not acknowledging anybody but Roman Reigns. We don't do that.
Goodbye, Elvis. The show's over.
Like, don't do that. That's the only person I'm acknowledging is Roman Reigns. Is Joe. That's it. I don't acknowledge anybody else. I'm sorry.
Hey, wrestling fans. Saying wrestlers' gimmicks is corny.
Are y'all coming in all after we leave it?
Yeah, I missed the whole show. We've been on for 2 hours.
Yeah, we're done about to leave.
I
appreciate you for stopping in. Thank you. We
watch the replay.
Yes. And have, the ranting, and I was laughing a lot because it was funny.
Kiki said you gotta bring the hot girl. Bitch, we hot girls. Oh, no, maybe not Kiki. I'm a hot girl, nigga. Listen, we be out.
But thank you guys. No worries, man. Parents stuff
You
first.
took a screenshot before I changed out of the oversized shirt when my ponytail was still over here.
Oh man. No worries, dude.
Listen, y'all can watch this anytime, and then y'all can share clips. You know, y'all could gather clips of your own. Share them. Listen, if I try to go grab a clip, Facebook will be like, you're in jail.
Yo, Facebook doing the most. But yes, we're gonna try to do something at the end of June, and we're gonna have get Kiki with us because why not?
Of course.
Why not? And thank you guys so much for joining us on a Tuesday. Much love, you guys.
Night. Love you.